Why do people cap over text? And before you answer that too fast, be honest. Have you ever made yourself sound just a little bit bigger in a message? Not a full lie, just elevated. You weren't busy. You were just at home. You didn't not care. You definitely cared. You weren't talking to other options. You just didn't want to look too available. That's capping. And texting makes it dangerously easy. Because text is performance friendly. You can edit. You can pause. You can delete. You can craft an image. In real life, confidence has to be embodied. Over text, confidence can be manufactured. You get time to think, time to shape the energy, time to appear unbothered, and that's where people start performing. Sometimes it's subtle. You downplay your interest. You delay your response on purpose. You pretend you didn't see something. You add a little edge to sound cooler. Why? Because vulnerability feels risky. Nobody wants to look too eager. Nobody wants to look too invested. Nobody wants to look like they care more. So instead of being direct, people build a character. But here's the problem. Energy travels even through text. You can feel when someone is being real, and you can feel when someone is acting. It's small things, the forced dryness, the exaggerated nonchalance, the random arrogance that wasn't there before. That's not confidence, that's protection. Capping usually comes from fear, fear of rejection, fear of being seen, fear of not being chosen. So people overcompensate. They flex options they don't have. They act detached when they're attached. They pretend they're calm when they're anxious. And long term, that destroys connection. Because attraction doesn't grow in performance. It grows in alignment. If who you are in person doesn't match who you are in text, eventually that gap shows up. And when it does, trust gets weird. People don't lose attraction because someone cared. They lose attraction because someone was inconsistent. Now here's the deeper layer. Sometimes capping isn't about romance. It shows up in friendships, in business, in social media. People curate tone, curate detachment, curate dominance, all through words. But text doesn't reward exaggeration long term. It rewards congruence. If you wouldn't say it face to face, don't send it. If you're adding pressure just to look cool, pause. If you're pretending not to care when you clearly do, ask yourself why. Because real confidence doesn't need editing, and real calm doesn't need performance. The strongest presence over text is clarity, not flexing, not pretending, not posturing, just solid. And the next time you're about to hit send, ask yourself one thing. Is this me? Or is this a character I think sounds better? Because one builds connection, the other builds distance. If this made you look at your own texting habits differently, subscribe. We're breaking down digital behavior the way it actually plays out in real life.